Hello, everyone. My name is Matthew High. Thank you for taking time to listen to my presentation about servant leadership. I would like to point out that I will be speaking in terms of a general company so that I am protecting the identity of companies I've worked for over the years. As you will see, many of these problems and solutions can be applied to a wide range of employers. Let's begin by defining servant leadership. It's about leaders supporting and serving the needs of their team members. It's about promoting the development of their team members. It's about empowering their team to achieve, and it's about creating an inclusive environment. Next, let's talk about why we should move to a servant leadership model. New generations are entering the workplace and traditional methods are losing effectiveness. Leaders have a tremendous impact on the lives of those they lead. Servant leadership values people and treats them as ends rather than means. And lastly, studies support the correlation between servant leadership and job satisfaction. Next, let's discuss the opportunities we face. We face inconsistent productivity, low morale, higher attrition, apathy, and there has been a culture shift as new generations have entered our workplace and changes in the company structure have occurred. The benefits to this model are as follows. Performance. Studies have shown improved performance through knowledge sharing. Next, we will be building for the future by developing our next generation of leaders. High customer satisfaction. If employees are happier, then they'll treat our customers well. And finally, improved attrition. Studies support the correlation between servant leadership and job satisfaction. So, how will we accomplish this? We should start by conducting a baseline company-wide survey based on servant leadership principles. We can then use this to gauge where we are and compare it down the road to measure success. This will also give us opportunities to discover new focus areas. Also, we need to ensure that the company's value statement is prominently featured, along with introducing some guiding core principles that we can market with employees through handouts, emails, etc., such as building trust, acknowledge reality, and do what is right. Moving next to leaders. All leaders should be given training on servant leadership and participate in a 360-degree survey. The purpose of the survey is for development and not evaluation. This is key so that we can get direct and honest feedback and that leaders will be receptive. In addition, leaders should be given copies of the book Strength-Based Leadership, which includes an individual strengths assessment. The concept of strength-based leadership notes that without an awareness of your strengths, it's almost impossible for you to lead effectively. All other employees should be given base training on the previously mentioned core behaviors and how they can apply them in their day-to-day jobs. Next, let's talk about potential barriers. The cost for training. This will require an investment in training materials and certified trainers. However, we can minimize costs by having certified servant leadership trainers train our trainers. This will enable them to be able to facilitate ongoing training. Finding training time might be a challenge, getting all leaders and frontline employees through the training. And what we're speaking about is a shift in the way leaders approach their jobs. This may include breaking habits, and not everyone will buy in at first. And lastly, it has to be built in the culture. We will need buy-in from senior leadership in order for this to be successful. In conclusion, while this isn't something that happens overnight and will take time, it's worth it. If we invest in our leaders and employees today, we will reap the benefits later. Thank you for your time, and everyone have a good evening.